What do you get when you see green Irish hills, fairy tale locks and ancient rock formations? It can only be the Causeway coast. But things aren't always what they seem. What could go wrong with a cabin in the woods? Our car was white, it is now black.
Do we turn left? I'll go down the darker, steeper, scarier looking path.
It's just all uphill. We were on our way to the Giants Causeway. It was somewhere that Stephen had seen before, but I had never seen for myself. We drove through the scenic roads, and when we got there, we prepared for a hike. We walked through a tunnel, and we had a bit of a walk ahead of ourselves. So, what we're doing now is making our way towards the Causeway. Have a look at it. So what are your thoughts so far?
It's a nice view. I'm trying to remember from the last time I was here, but the last time I was here I was a child essentially, so it's weird seeing like the visitor centre and all that building didn't ever used to be there.
So the path down's actually quite nice, quite cool. It's all these big amazing rolling hills for like miles. So I don't think we've actually got to the main thing yet, but we're travelling down towards it.
So the thing about it is whenever you live in this country, you sort of think, I'm not going to do that, because what's the point, especially if you've done it as a child. But I think as you get older, you sort of appreciate it a wee bit more. The Giants Causeway is considered to be one of the 8 wonders of the world, and legend has it, it was formed by the giant Finn McCool many years ago. Everything that Stephen said was completely true. We had never explored our backyard until now, and we were eager to explore more of this amazing natural location. Usually you think of rocks as all round or pointy and stuff like that there, but it is like, best way to describe it would be like 50p shape, hexagonal shapes, or octagon shapes. According to world scientists, dried pools of ancient lava were what gave the rocks their unique shape. Although personally, I think we like the fairy tale a little bit better. So the sun is also starting to make an appearance, so... Which is nice. Yeah, it is nice. Really worried it wasn't going to make any appearance today. Yeah, so... Although it is nice, we are going to hike up the side of the mountain, so maybe a bit of a breeze would actually be nice as well. So we're here, and this is the amphitheatre, which I thought was the way to the bridge. Maybe it's not, but this is difficult cliff path. Is what we're about to do. Yeah. They said the best views were from the top, so we thought we'd give it a go. So, still making our way up, and we're nearly at the top. So, walking along the edge here, the views are really good. Along the way, there were plenty of photo opportunities, and we were amazed when the grey rocks took on a red clay appearance. The red rocks are called laterite. This phenomena occurs as a result of oxidised iron. The path ahead, up this way, is just a bit too dangerous, so we're going to give that one a miss and head back. But the views are amazing, so that was a bonus. So we're still hiking. This time we're on our descent back down the mountain. I feel like that was quite an accomplishment for us, because again, as I say, we're not used to hikes. We left pretty satisfied and ready to take on our next location. So, we're at our next location, which is Ballintoy Harbour. It's this amazing place with lots of rock formations, beaches, long walks, mountains. And one of the good things about here is that we can fly a drone. One of the few spots we can actually fly the drone. One of the few spots. So what we didn't actually realise whenever we bought the drone,
was how little we could actually
fly the drone.
Yeah, there's a lot of restrictions in place. We have a small drone and there's still a lot of restrictions in place. I feel for the people who have bigger drones and these laws have come in. I think it's a wee bit unfair. They're very, very strict, and I've done the test and all, so everything is fully legal, but the amount of restrictions for where you want to fly and for where it's actually safe to fly and you're not allowed to, I think it's just a wee bit unfair.
So, I don't know if it's controversial to say, but I think I actually prefer here to the Giants Causeway.
Yeah.
Something about the rocks and all the different type of formations. So I know that everybody flocks to the Causeway, but I actually do think I prefer it here.
It's an easier walk. The only thing you're really missing is the hexagonal stones, which I suppose is the point of going to the Causeway anyway. But no, spots like this, just that are dotted around Ireland, are still, I would say, just as good and significantly cheaper because the parking was free.
It's always a bonus. So as we're walking along, you really have to be careful where you put your footing, because we've slipped a few times. So we have.
Some of us more than others.
It's the perfect weather. It's a really nice picturesque spot, and the vibes that I'm getting off this place are excellent.
We've touched very lucky with the weather, considering what it was like this morning. Like this morning we got up and we're like, pumped out.
Yeah,
but we've persevered with this trip, so we have, and it has paid off. It has really paid off.
I think it's always one of the things about Ireland. You're not always guaranteed the weather, but whenever you get it, I just feel like you wouldn't want to be anywhere else, would you?
I'd certainly give it a try.
So right now we're driving down towards Loch Bay. We can get further down towards the coast. Yeah, so I really don't like these drives because it's literally as if we're driving up the side of a cliff right now, and I'm terrified of heights.
Yeah, because there's parts where you're driving on this road and you just go over the hill and you can't see anything of where you are. You're literally doing this to try and see road and just hoping for the best.
So we've noticed that the whole place is absolutely covered with sheep. So we've managed to find a little pocket which is allowing us to be in a fly zone, and we're going to take advantage of it. So we've had a bit of a busy morning and we've stopped in for something to eat at Brannigan's. We usually come here, it's in Ballycastle. So yeah, if anybody's looking for any recommendations, this is usually the place to go.
We had had a busy day and the rain had started to pick up, so we decided to go back to the caravan and wait for it to clear. When it did, we decided to take Rosie on a walk.
So we're doing a bit of a story time here. We're currently in Glenariff. We're staying there. Now, for those of you who don't know, Glenariff is this huge, massive forest park. Now, we arrived yesterday. Very scenic. Beautiful drive-in. What we weren't expecting was the massive swarm of flies as we drove in. I don't know if it's because of the weather at this time of year, but the flies were everywhere. Our car was white. It is now black. They were in our hair. They were in our ears. They were up our nose.
And cut to the shot of my arm, bitten alive.
So yeah, there was the evidence. Stephen's manky arm. So, as we were talking about earlier, Finn McCool. So we're in Glenariff right now, and legend has it that this was actually the home to one of his enemies. So, we're out in the woods alone, and it's actually getting a little bit creepy now because this place is huge. No idea where we're going.
No, we've gotten ourselves a bit very lost now, so we have.
And you know they always go say that these woods are haunted, so there is that.
So we've got two options here. Do we turn left or go down the darker, steeper, scarier looking path, or do we turn right and stay level and what looks like bright but could potentially be another circle?
Yeah, so we're going to stick with the level path.
We have to keep moving because, like any horror story, you keep running from the monster, we keep running from the flies.
So I actually think the deeper we walk into these woods, the more I'm starting to hear things.
So we've been down this walk for quite a while now, getting sketchier and sketchier on our hunt for a waterfall. But we can hear it, but we just can't see it.
So what's down there?
Just like a wee sitting area, so it is, so you can see the river.
I think we've started to discover it here. Starting to see it through the trees. We've just spotted it. She is good looking, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love that we're actually out of breath and exhausted, but Rosie's still living her best life. It's just all uphill. Are we going to go any further?
No, we're just not. This is like, we've only started hiking, and I thought this was easy trail, but I don't think it was. And I think we need to get a bit more healthy and fit before we tackle what looks like a good 30% incline.
And we've made it back to the caravan site in one piece. We're sweaty, we're tired, but we've been hardened by the adventure. So at this point, we're just tempting fate. We're just going to stay here for the night because it's getting pretty late and can't get booked in anywhere else.
Right.
Right.